stream. Yeah, I do remember seeing this.
The new one.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So hello anyone that's out there right now. We're just starting off a stream after like a month of being away and even probably longer since I've done the actual last design stream. But yeah, I am Nighttide with Evernight Studio here. I'm joined by Chris 2025.
Thank you. Hi,
And, and
hello.
and today we're going to be doing a design stream, a commission actually for this fine fellow over here. Where did I put him? This one,
Go
right?
flying across the screen.
There we go.
Oh, there he is. It's the boy.
Hello, Daniel Gremory too.
Hi.
I'm wondering if we're sounding okay right now. If people can hear us, if we're not too loud or too quiet, because
Yeah,
it's
or we
always
balance.
it's always a balancing act with this setup here. Let's see.
Oh, he lives.
Hey, it's
Hello.
1-2 switcheroo. How's it going, man? I've been on his streams for Smash in the past for a few more than a few streams now. All from the GVG Discord.
Oh yeah, we love to see it.
So this is the layout I have right now. So you see the bottom is just a border instead. Before it was
Yeah.
just like the entire window was just covered a bit in the corner,
Mhm.
and then the whole chat was like on this side over here. I forgot I could actually point out. But now I'm just gonna do this instead. There's a little chat window down here for the people that are chatting up. Oh, I see. This is actually the older chat window. Whoops. Let's see
So
here.
this is Zihark from Fire Emblem Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn, but this specifically is his ninja alt that appeared in Fire Emblem Heroes.
Yeah, he still hasn't had his actual like non-alt version on here just
Nope.
like yet, but
He's stuck in the alt hell.
he's stuck in all hell like many other characters are still doing so.
Whoops.
But this character you have completely like nearly completely maxed him out, haven't you?
Yes, he is my first seasonal unit that's a +10, so they're supposed to be harder to do. But upon his debut, he was the 4-star, which means he had like a little easier time of hold. He is +10. I need to check his flowers. I don't think he's like plus, what is it, 5 out of 5 for him, I think.
Mm-hmm. I
But yeah,
think it's
he's +10. He's got big fodder. We love to see it.
also sorry, 1-2 switch, you gotta be going to work during this time on a
Oh
on a
no.
Sunday. Oh my god. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, we'll be doing some Fire Emblem stuff here, chatting up some Fire Emblem as well.
Yeah.
Um, Gosh, I actually, do you have a like, let's see, just so I know the resolution, do you have like a screenshot of like your lock screen right now that you can send over? I just need the
Oh, yeah.
resolution. I won't like put it on stream or anything if
Yeah.
you'd rather not.
I mean, it's just 1010 if you want to see her. But yeah. I'm not sorry. Yeah, make that money, man.
Let's see. Cause yeah, I forgot the resolution of the phone, and I don't have the old one I have on here from the previous one. So
It's
I'll need
too
to.
powerful. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, is it too large?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
oh,
can. Oh,
Discord.
I think it went now. Okay, there you go. I think
Oh,
you should have it
Discord.
now. I should have given you a picture of my Zihark, but I think it would block the screen if I gave you like what he looks like.
Oh, would
If
it?
people wanted to see his build.
That's okay. Let's see here. It might be a bit blurry right now. I hope it's a good resolution. Like, I'm not saying that yours isn't bad. I mean, I hope this picture of Zihark is a good resolution here.
Yeah, the
So
Zihark,
I'm just going
Zihark's good.
to.
The phone probably questionable.
So here's what we're gonna do. What I've learned.
There she is.
I'm gonna darken this up. So say goodbye.
Oh, bye.
So I just need the interface. So thankfully it's pure white right here. Yeah.
Mhm.
So let me just darken this out entirely so that it's just this portion right here. We'll make it black and white. And then let's see, what is the resolution of this? Oh, it is large. We will have to do an enlarging of Zihark probably, just to make sure
Oh
that it's
boy.
not gonna like be too blurry, or we have to keep that
Yeah.
resolution intact. So 1242 by, whoops, yeah, I hit the wrong one. It's gonna be a lot of me just chatting around and be
That's
like
okay.
talking to myself at some points, but that's why you're here, to help keep the flow of
Yeah.
things going.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to host you. Thank you for that reminder. Whoops. I thought I
Oh,
have you on
oh
auto host,
man.
but I guess not.
Oh, thanks, guys. Thanks so much. It always takes a moment for me to just get started, but once you get going, it should be a little bit more smoother here. Smoother going. So this is going to be the resolution. We're going to drag this on here. And this file, let's see how large he actually is. Oh boy. He's a little
He's very
small. He's a
Oh, he's
little
small.
small,
Oh, no.
but that's
There he
fine.
is.
We can
That's
still work.
okay.
Because, let's see here. I'm going to use this app right here. I think I mentioned this. The last time I did an actual design stream was for Xiao for Genshin Impact. And I did a lot more of like actual tutorial stuff during that time. So I have
Oh,
this application called Big JPEG right here. So what you can do is, it's kind of like this application called Waifu 2X. I don't know if you've heard of that.
I have. I
the,
have.
the name is silly, but what it's meant to do is take any kind of art and enlarge it to a certain degree. So if we
Yeah.
drag that Zihark in here, I'm gonna make it just times two, or you can do times four if you're like donating and subscribing to them. You could do like times 8 or 16, which is kind of ridiculous. It's a little too
Yeah,
big.
that's not necessary.
I've only never needed like times four at the most, so we're gonna do times two since it looks like that'll be enough for this size, and that'll take a moment. Moving this off here,
The name, yeah.
this'll this'll take a moment. Yeah, I know that name's kind of silly, but it does what it needs to do.
Yeah. It is really silly, though.
Oh right, and I forgot. Now that we have this overlay, I'm gonna be putting in the corner. I think I already had it, but I was hiding it until now. Where is that text? Now designing. There it is.
Oh. Oh, cute. Nice.
So I have it set up so that I can just type in whatever we need to
Nice.
we're doing design stream for mobile background, wallpaper, just any kind of logo. That'll be there and
That's
ready to
nice.
go.
Did you, did you kind of take inspiration from what Kel asked you to do with this?
That was sort of it. There was someone else on here who or someone on Twitter I saw, they made a banner that was like, it looked like the interface of Photoshop. So it looked just like these tabs, all this stuff here. Do I remember how to do this? Windows Plus. Yeah, there we go. So this whole interface over here that you see, they use this kind of like design to go all along the bottom, and it looked really natural. It just kind of flowed right into
Oh.
it. But I'm not going to be doing that
Yeah,
because
no.
I don't want to just copy what they were doing. Um, let's see. Okay, here we go. I'm glad I remember that shortcut because it's going to be useful.
Nice.
I've been trying to figure out how to streamline showing people like what I'm actually doing, so that's going to be a lot more utilized going forward.
Mhm.
But yeah, how while we're waiting for that image to bake, pretty much, how are you guys
Right.
doing?
Yeah, I think I like the positioning of Zihark here because I think I was thinking of putting him on the lock screen instead of on my home screen. Although,
Mm-hmm.
funny enough, my home screen is also a Fey wallpaper. um, it's from the anniversary. Like there was a bunch of art that went out. Not the official stuff. This was fan art, but it's Alphonse.
Mm-hmm.
And but he's,
Okay.
like, looking up, and so it looks like he's the way where he is on the screen, he's, like, looking up at all my apps, and it looks really cool, but yeah, I
Oh.
I wanted Zihark on the lock screen, so I
Oh
think
yeah,
that
I
looks
see.
tight.
Let's see here. Yeah, I get what
Yeah,
you
'cause,
mean. So
His,
here's
like his headband thing, that doesn't bother me if it's, like, covering the words or whatever.
oh,
Oh, there he
okay.
is. He's so big.
So yeah, that's what the app did for us that we just did right now, and it's there's not too much data loss in it. I mean, well, I'll still touch it up after we've gone through a bit of the design process, but we'll make sure that it's not going to be too like blurry going forward.
God, that's so zoomed.
Real close in. I'm just kind of make sure
Big
everyone can see
Zihark.
what's going on. So I can cover it up here, and then by applying it to make it do screen, we can see just the text there itself. This is black, or this is white right now. Let me just change this to a color more fitting for the boy. So as you can see here,
Oh,
you got the interface, just like a general indication of what the interface is going to look like. I haven't done
mhm.
like any kind of like experimenting so far, so we're doing the whole thing just blind as we go.
We're just winging it, guys.
Just totally winging it. Although I will take some assets from a previous thing I've done just to kind of make it. I guess do you want it to look a little bit like the other Fire Emblem ones I've done before?
Um,
I'm not gonna like totally copy it or anything,
I
but
think, like, partially. I think, um, something I don't know if this is, like, the right terminology, but when it comes
mhm,
to I remember this especially for, like, the Brave alts and the 2 Chris wallpapers that you did, it kinda looked like there was a filter over them
uh-huh.
as well, like, not that they were washed out, but just, like, a slight color filter over them. I I'm not sure if I want that on Zihark, but the background part of it, like, all of that, that's really cool. I like that. That pulling from the other Fire Emblem wallpapers, I think is a good idea.
I see. So that was the one with Chris, right? Or just both of them? Either one of them? I
Yeah,
guess
I
I
think
I
both
kind of.
that's what I'm trying to remember, like, I remembered for sure for the 4 Brave alts that you did, and I
Hmm.
think I remember it on the Chris wallpapers too, but other than that, I can't quite remember specifics.
I see. Okay, man. I think I don't know where Chris is on my files. It might have been before. Oh, I guess that must have been before I had this computer, so I don't have Chris on here.
Oh, was it? Probably.
This
Yeah, they came out before then,
it's been a while
so maybe.
ago. It has been a minute. But that's okay. We can go ahead and just recreate what we did back then. Or I can bring up the photo itself. Like I usually bring up the image itself.
Yeah, that's kinda why I told you, like, so many different Fire Emblem wallpapers, because 'cause I'm like, I feel like if we're doing a Fire Emblem wallpaper, I should give you other Fire Emblem references.
Yeah, I have a whole bunch. Just I have the entire like album sitting here right now. I was just like, okay,
Yeah,
this is the one that we were doing. That was the one we were planning. So I'm gonna open up one of them right now just to take a look at it for reference. It's probably better that it's a still image anyway, so that I don't just outright drag layers
yeah,
over and copy it instead.
yeah.
So these I do these borders here like all the time for all the Fire Emblem images that I've done so far. So that sort of thing is fine to do, I'm assuming,
Yeah.
for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're starting totally from scratch today, so
Mhm.
that's fine. We got all the time.
Yeah, I just don't want him, like, super washed out, I guess,
Hmm.
is, like, my only concern, but I think some sort of, like, light filter over him, I think would kinda help, I think, if that makes sense?
Yeah, I think I know what you mean. And if I start straying from the path, you're here to let me know, just
Yeah.
so that we don't go too far off.
Hey. Hey, man.
But let me just get a general color down. Like this won't be the final color. I just want you to have something down so
Yeah.
we can play with it later.
Like, honestly, for more I guess more recent literally more recent, I like how you did Minerva. Like, whatever filter you put over her, I really like that, and it might just like but that's 2 different colors, like, she's in, like, red, and this is
Hmm.
purple.
Yeah, that one was fun to do. It was a little different than what I was usually doing for the styles beforehand. And no, one two switch. I have not done radio before, but thank you.
Oh, it's really good.
I've never really been too confident in my voice because it's always feels like it's a little too like low and not as energetic as some people that I know who just like they can talk and they can keep talking for a while.
Mhm.
But well, dude, that's always appreciated that someone can say that my voice sounds at least tolerable.
At least tolerable. What? No, it's a good voice. Don't be like that.
I think everyone's just really critical of their own voice, especially at first when they start
It's
to
true.
hear it. Like that's just something I've tried to push away at the moment. Um, Daniel asking me, so I assume that I rarely use the appropriate dimensions for iPhones and Androids in general. Yeah, like the thing with dimensions for Androids and iPhones, every single phone has like a slightly different dimension or resolution, especially iPhones because there's like
Mhm.
what three versions of iPhone 11 and they're all different sizes. That's just like oh my gosh, I it's
Yeah.
hard to generalize. So it's really hard to make something that everyone can use. Unless I'm specifically making a background that's a size that fits to their phone. So that's why
Like
I
this.
really, yeah, I pretty much really want to know, like, okay, what's your phone resolution? We can work with this one here. Um, if I get their exact like screenshot, I can work with the interface so that there's not like, for example,
Like
having
his
the
head is not under the text.
yeah, like the
Yeah, it's
type
not
is
like
like
it
right
on the
above,
time.
because that really bothers me. So if it's something like that, I can kind of work with it a little bit better. And I'll probably still adjust them a bit now, but yeah, I use a lot of different dimensions in other ones. It's just like, oh my goodness. That's why it's fun to work on like headers and things that are just one size. That's always a lot
Yeah.
nicer.
Easy.
So let's see here. I think the main thing for this is what is going to happen with the background. Um, so the background itself, I'm going to look through one of the examples you were showing me here.
Yeah, this is something obviously I know because I've been observing your stuff for quite some time, but
Hmm.
I generally I can tell for your stuff, and I guess I'm speaking to like chat also. Knight uses mostly the special attack art for the wallpapers because obviously it looks cooler, but I was a pain this time and I specifically just requested the normal attack art because I thought his special attack art it has a lot of like swirls in front of him and I'm like it blocks his outfit and I want to see more of his outfit. Yeah, so like
This one
there's the
here, huh?
special and I'm like it blocks it and I also just like his expression more on the standard attack art.
Yeah, so here's something interesting I noticed with this one in particular. Like, usually when you see the attack art and special art, they completely change. Like, well, no, they don't change their like anything. They just have their same facial expression, just like different, and then
Yeah,
the effects going around it. So I was gonna try to do something where I was just gonna like use the effect, but have just his his standard expression on there instead, kind of like overlaying it like
interesting.
this. But then I noticed that his head
The
moves
hair.
differently. Like
Yeah.
the head is entirely like it's shifted over, so I can't do what I was
There
wanting
it is.
to.
Oh no.
And you can see the headband is moving in a different direction as well.
Yeah, and his hair's like more like wild out, I guess. It's like flaring back more.
So I put this on top. You can see like where the differences lie for like the hair, the headband right here. So it's a little bit more like
Yeah.
it would have been trickier to work with if that was the plan. So I'm just gonna leave that out of the idea of
Yeah.
poses for now.
Oops.
But that's fine. I mean, I've done normal art, I've done the damaged art here and there too.
Yeah. That
But
damage duo frame is still like one of the best ones,
oh,
which is
thank
why
you.
I pulled it as
Yeah.
a reference.
Yeah, I'm gonna be looking at that one as a reference too. But let's see. In general, do you want this to be like a lighter background or something that's a bit darker to
Um,
because I know people like a darker background at times so that, they have their phone open and when it's night and such,
yeah, I mean,
not to
this is gonna
blind
be
them.
my lock screen instead of like my internal one, which I guess that doesn't really matter for me.
Hmm.
I guess which one would be more of a pain? because what I'm wondering is for him because most of his outfit is pretty dark. Like, if you do a darker background, is that going to be harder to see him?
Hmm. No, I can always. The thing what we're gonna do is work with lighting so that we can make him stand out,
Okay.
even if it is a darker background, to make sure
Yeah.
that he's not like lost in the image itself.
Yeah. I
So,
think like looking at it on my phone because again, like even looking at them separate right now, like my phone is a way better color than my computer. So thanks computer.
yes.
um
Oh, I hate that
I
too.
think looking at it now, like that color or even a little darker for the background, I think would be good.
Okay. And what about his positioning? Do you think this would be
Um
like? I'm
I
wondering how
think
much you're gonna allow his face to be in the time. A
yeah, I'm like I think maybe move him down a little bit.
little bit more.
Yeah, just cuz like his sword was kind of in like the sword and like the top of his head was in the time and I'm like I don't want it to like mess with the number. Like if I can't see the day or the words that's fine, but like the time is kind of important.
I see.
I think like there, like that's pretty good. Maybe like a little lower.
There's like maybe like 5 second delay, so it's like, oops, I'm
Oops.
nudging back to
Sorry,
where it
I'm
was.
sorry, I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's fine. That's just how the stream works. I think another thing that we can do to kind of lighten that blow there is something I've been trying. Let's see here. So if we take just a very light brush and just kind of sweep it across this way, and then just lower that a bit more. There's a little bit of a shadow there so that you can still see the time but not obstruct the character behind it too much.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's too noticeable. I can leave that there for now and then we'll play with that later on.
yeah.
This is like all the way up, but then that's probably too harsh.
I think I'd maybe move him down like just a little bit more because like I can see like the very tip of his sword, like the tip of the handle, I guess, is like in the zero, and maybe have it like just a bit lower.
Oh, this portion. I
Yeah,
see. So we can nudge that down. Just off of it. Just so it's not
yeah,
on the
just like off. Because I don't mind if like the headband or the ribbons is in there. Yeah, that's good. Nice. Look at
Okay.
that. That sweet zoom.
Live zoom.
Yeah. Hello, E- Alicia? Ooh, I know I
Oh boy.
recognize you, but
I
I
need
feel like I just butchered your name.
I'm sorry, stream. I'm trying to keep up with peeping this and
Don't
then
worry,
talking.
I got you.
But hello, Alicia. How's it going? I recognize you too. We play Smash, a couple of times, I believe. I tried to join yesterday, but it was a little too late. I think I tried to join right when everyone was stopping. I was like, oh, so
Oh man.
I might play a little later today. I didn't get to play yesterday with Keldon in the group either.
Yeah, I didn't either. I was
It
doing
was
Hades and I made good progress, so I am happy.
still on that Hades, huh?
Mhm. I'm getting close to being done. Like I can tell of the stuff I want to do, like I'm getting there.
Oh man, it's like, oh, finally, progress.
Yeah, it is fun. Like it was really discouraging at first because like I kept dying, obviously. But now, like I've made a lot of progress and I've even like increased the difficulty and done better. And I'm like, oh, I'm actually doing well. This is nice.
Oh, that's so tiny. I forgot all these are going to be very tiny.
Oh my.
So this graphic is already naturally purple. So if I just readjust it here and kind of stretch it out, I was trying to look over the ones I thought might work
Oh,
while I was doing it. But if I go ahead and adjust these a bit, I wonder how well they'll fit. Because it kind of naturally works in his frame. But the main question is like, do you want something that's a little more like designy like this, or are we going for a more simplistic, simpler background?
I think
instead.
I think that whatever you put back there, I think it's a little too busy. So
Uh-huh.
maybe something a little simpler, just because like I look at him
Oops.
and he's got obviously like the headband and the ribbons and whatnot, but then he's
Mm-hmm.
got all these like little accessories hanging off him and all these crazy designs on him that I'm like, I think he's busy. And I think the background maybe also should not be busy because
Mm-hmm.
that'd be too busy.
Yeah, it's really how I arrange this. Like I don't want it to be oops. I don't want it to be like too busy around him, but there's also just so many different variations of this that you can apply. I won't make it too insane. I'll try. I'm
Yeah,
just gonna experiment with a few things at the moment just to see what kind of fits, what kind of works. Did I close this one? Close this one. Let's see here. This one has.
I think I recognize this. I'm not sure if I recognize it like from other design streams of you pulling stuff from this one.
You might try to find one that was like not as insanely busy, but still
Yeah,
has like a bit of a bit of a texture to it. But I'll put that as an example.
that's
Yeah,
like
I'll try a
that's a
couple more.
split color. Very interesting. Well, obviously because
Hmm.
it was like what, orange and blue original.
Yeah, yeah. These things I've been trying to like figure out. Okay, which one can work in which situation? Because a lot of the time it's a matter of like what flows with the character the best,
Mhm.
and a lot of that works with the like the special effects that they usually have. But
Yeah.
it's a little
Yeah.
it's a no, not saying it's like a pain to work with it this way, but um it's just it's just something we'll have to try and figure out and work with. But uh, I have a small little list of different design options here for that kind of background, but not a lot, not a whole lot. This is one I've used very sparsely, but I think it's I'm finding ones with like the natural like same color as
Yeah.
him.
Ooh.
Let me get this out here. Okay, how am I gonna work this in actually? Because they're all this is very much um like a landscape based, so it's hard
Mhm.
to like determine
Oh, yeah.
how can you make this work. If I turn this
Oops.
sideways, it might do something. The little halo kind of gets in the way.
Yeah, that's kinda cool. I kinda liked yeah, cause like, what is this the ninja alts are the Hoshido, right? That's what this whole banner was based off of, like Hoshiden stuff?
I think I would
I
assume
think so.
so. It's the only like ninja inspired anything in Fire
Yeah,
Emblem. I really like just the natural color that this comes with as well.
yeah, that's nice.
And if you don't want this halo that's in the background, we can always
I'm not sure, like, I'm wondering if
work
maybe
that
that
out.
was a good look, like, behind his head. Because 'Cause I'm thinking kind of like not that all ninja are from there, but, like, it kinda reminds me of, like, how for the Japanese flag, it's just white with the red circle. So, like, I
Hmm.
mean, obviously, this isn't supposed to be, like, a realistic ninja, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's kinda cool.
We can leave it like this for the moment,
Yeah.
like right here. And but the color will probably have to be a little different.
Yeah, that there there's some pink there,
It's
and
very
much as I
pink.
like pink.
If I just give it the same color overlay, what'll it look like? Let's see. So that's if it's like just pure purple. But if we do a gradient map, so I'll go down here, apply a gradient map. I can't see my screen. Hang on. Okay,
Oh, that's
we
that's
have
nice.
we have an
But
assortment.
I think you're about to change it, so
Oops.
never mind.
Sorry, I'm just yeah.
No, it's okay. I'm a little behind, so I'm like, "Well, there it goes."
Yeah, that always makes it a little bit tricky with these streams. It's just like I need to make sure I'm not going too fast and leave everyone out of the loop. If I give this a few colors, It's so easy to just completely change the mood of this with any kind of color configuration.
Mhm.
Does this even look any different? It's just a shade, I think. I think you liked how it looked when they had just the black and white.
No, not the black and white, like, whatever you did before the black and white.
Hmm.
Oh,
Oh
I think
goodness.
I saw it for, like, a second.
Oh, was it
Yeah,
like this
yeah, yeah.
one?
When you, like, I think I don't know the term, but, like, you close the eye, like, I think you hid the layer or something, like, that purple, that was nice.
Oh, so the one that was without this, so it just had the color overlay. So this purple.
Yeah. I think that's nice.
Okay.
Maybe, like, a little
Remove that.
I don't know, 'cause, like, I look at that and then I look at, like, the bottom, the, like, your little corner graphic I'm sorry, it's probably not the right term, but, like, the triangle in the corner,
Oh yeah, that's still
that
very
might be
pink.
too yeah, that might be, like, too different, but I like that color.
Yeah, I need to actually change this right now because it looks still a little too pink. The question is, what color will I make it from here? A bit darker, not too dark.
Could you pull, like, anything from him for that, or would that be, like, too different?
From his like the color on his outfit.
Yeah, maybe, like, the light purple on his outfit, maybe? I don't know if
Oh,
that'd be too different.
would that be for the bottom graphic or just like the background color?
The bottom graphic, yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me see. It ended up not changing too much.
Okay, yeah, I think that's fine.
Dude, or this way, or this way. There's so many different like tiny little tweaks I can make on this right now.
Mm,
Let's see. We'll have that there. Play around with the one behind it. Let's see. We'll take this color again, and then play with the one back here. Usually the bottom layer is a lot darker than the well, bottom as in the one closest to the bottom edge of the screen tends to be a lot darker
yeah.
than that the very thin border that goes around it.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I got windows everywhere.
Layers all over the place. Ooh, this is pretty. This looks nice.
Make this a little darker, maybe. I always feel bad when I'm like, I'm making something and then they're like, right there, stop, and then I end up moving past them. Just like, oh, I'm
Yep.
sorry.
I
They'll take.
remember when this banner was getting shown off because it was in a Faye channel,
Mm-hmm.
but I was in the middle of something out like some boss fight or something, and I can't remember. And I was talking to my friend Neon Yoshi, and he's like, "Do you want me to tell you anything about the Faye channel?" I'm like, "No, just like I need like 10 minutes or something, and then I can watch." And then he's like, "They showed silhouettes," and I'm like, "Okay, send me the silhouettes or whatever, like all of them together."
Mm-hmm.
So it was like all four of them lined up, and I'm like, "Is that Zihark and Navarre?" And it was. I
And you just
guessed the
knew.
guys, and I didn't get the ladies. Zihark
What?
has a very distinct hairstyle, and I'm like, well, one, Tellius is like my thing, so I feel obligated to recognize their silhouettes. But two, There's only like 2 people I know with hair like that, and
This
it's
is either
Zihark
this
and
is either
it's
gonna
11
be Hero
from
from 11
Hero.
from,
Yeah,
and I don't think there's gonna be a Dragon Quest collab. So
yeah, no. So I'm like, "That has to be Zihark." Like, there's no other way. There's no one else that has the hair like this, and it was him, and I was super happy, and he was the demote, and I freaked out.
yeah, I was like, a lot of Zihark fans happy with that one because he doesn't look too different from his original. To be honest, like it's
No.
not like he's wearing a wet a like
Yeah.
tuxedo or something from.
Yeah. This is like I can't I'm trying to remember his art. I feel like his ninja art here, it's a little darker than his actual, like, tunic or his actual clothing
Hmm.
from Tellius. Like, I feel like the light parts of his ninja art here are the colors of his clothes normally, but I think this is great. This is one of my favorite alts for sure.
Yeah, I like it when they do a totally like out of left field
Yeah.
banner instead. Like what was the other crazy one, like the pirate one, for
Pirate
example?
banner. That was so good.
Pirate to bar. That was interesting.
Dude, yes.
They always
It
throw a
was
Telly's character in these.
yeah, people, get kinda salty about that, but I'm like, There's too many and then there's us, like, the Tellius people who are like, "There's too many people to get. Help."
I only have so many orbs.
I know. Um, our favorite Fire Emblem game, it's Path of Radiance for me,
Yeah, I think we have the same
but
one.
Radiant Dawn's, like, right there. It's super close, but I think Path of Radiance is just a bit better. Barely.
Yeah, for me, I think it's I think Radiant Dawn because like it's the hardest one of the hardest ones to get into, not only because it's like on the Wii and it's like the
Yeah.
like one of the one console ones, but you kind of have to know the story of Path of Radiance because
Yeah, like, it's a sequel, like, you kinda gotta know.
like I know people who just kind of jumped into Radiant Dawn and just like, oh, it's gonna be a little rough on you because there's a lot of story aspects that just won't make sense unless you know Ike and his story beforehand. Because it's like a
Yeah,
3 year gap afterwards. I think 3 years
and then if,
after
like
the.
yeah, 2 or 3, I think, and then if, like especially if you were really into, obviously, the Grail Mercenaries, because you played the whole game. Yeah, that's Twink Ike. Because you played the whole game as, like, you started as the Grail Mercenaries, and then you carried on and, like, you got more people, whereas with Radiant Dawn, you don't get them until, like, Act 3. Like, they come in super late. Um, and
I
I've
love
heard people complain about that, like, they're super busted, but they're super late, like, it's not about them. Like, that's kinda the point, though, it's not always about them.
I love their entrance though. Like that's one of my favorite scenes in all of
Oh,
Fire
yeah.
Emblem. Like
Oh,
you're waiting so long. Like what happened to them? Like I guess this game isn't gonna be about them. And then when they show up, it's like
oh,
they
man.
literally crash the party. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Hi, Cal. Hi, boss. How's it going, man?
Hey Kel, how's it going? Glad you could join us for a bit.
I feel like
I'm messing
Kel
around.
should maybe recognize who this is, because I know he did Path of Radiance.
Oh
A
really?
little a little with my assistance, because I wrote
The
up a guide, like
the
a pretty
expert here.
spoiler-free guide. Yeah, I try.
Wow.
I tried to help him with, like, recruiting people and, like, missing stuff. Um, well, Stefan. But, yeah, just, like, recruiting people and how to get people or, like, who you need to talk to or whatever.
Mm. Yeah,
But
like
spoiler
oh
free.
gosh, Stefan. Like that's a
That dude.
ridiculous way to recruit him. It's so specific.
You still have oh, yay. I started one for Radiant Dawn, so when you are approaching that, I need to go back and finish that, but I have a lot of the shell of Radiant Dawn one done.
If you need any help for that, I
Yeah.
I
Like,
I
me and Jay,
still
we got this.
Radiant Dawn is probably one of my favorites for sure because I don't know, I just really enjoy just the world that's been established and fleshed out from Path of
Yeah,
Radiance. And then you're like you literally start on the side that you were opposing from the
I
last
know.
game. and it's
It's
just
it's so tight. I think one of my, like part of the gripes I have for Radiant Dawn is, like, this is like a technical spoiler, Kel, but not like a plot spoiler. I don't like how they did supports, how anyone can support anyone. I really
oh
don't like
yeah.
that. I think that takes away from things. Whereas, like, in Path of Radiance, like, you had, like, Ike and Soren, like, for sure, and, like, Soren didn't have a support with Shinon, but now he can, and it's really random, and I'm like, "This doesn't make sense. I
It's
don't like
out of
this."
context. Yeah, I've always said that like I feel the support conversations went to like the base conversations, which we don't have
Yeah,
like in any other Fire Emblem game, except for like Path of Radiance. But I mean, Path of
yeah,
Radiance did both supports and the base conversations. But I guess I was able to kind of look past it because we had base conversations. That was something that I feel like more Fire Emblem games could have because it's like supports, but just when in the context of the story, just no like
mhm.
bonuses applied to it.
Yeah,
So I
I love the base. The base is a great idea. I love the bonus XP thing. I love just like the like I said, the base conversations and all of like the shop people. I like that as a concept rather than just like you're standing on the battlefield, but then there's also your inventories already here. Like it makes sense.
one two switch. The one Fire Emblem game you've beaten was Fates. Oh yeah, Fates. Man, I don't know why.
Uh,
I don't know why, but I played through like all three campaigns because I think I bought that special
Same.
edition where it had all three on the one cartridge.
Oh, nice.
So I ended up doing the entire thing. But yeah, it's just like,
I did not. I didn't
uh,
have the 3 in 1, but I did play all 3.
yeah, that was. I don't know.
Yikes. I, uh, I think I started with the best one. So I did Birthright Conquest Revelation. I preferred Hoshido more, like, throughout both sides. Like, Conquest was a pain to get through, partially
Huh.
because, like, I didn't like Nor, and partially because it was way harder, and, like, I was suffering by the end of that.
Yeah, I think I liked Conquest more because it was more of the like there was more creative stipulations for the battles, like not just seize the throne for every single one. It had a
Oh,
bit of
yeah,
a
good point.
variety, but I don't know. That one was that was I don't know. People look at it very harshly nowadays.
Yeah, not one of my favorites, but what I will complain about, I try not to like roast Smash a lot because obviously so much has gone into it. Fates is like one of Fates' best points is its soundtrack, and I'm really disappointed that they did not pull more than just Azura's song into Smash
like
again, like 5 times.
yeah, there's like
Ugh,
the remix and then the one that's original, then the original Japanese version, and it's like I get it. There's good music.
I get it. I would have been fine with like the the remix that doesn't have words in it. I really like that one. And then the originals, I guess. But then like other songs for sure. Like Dusk Falls Fire is like one of my favorites of the entire series. I love that song and I really wanted it in
Yeah,
Ultimate. And the
the
Ultimate all we got was like two more versions.
yeah, because Hoshido has a very like based in feudal Japan kind of style
Yeah.
music, and then you have Nor that does a lot more like a Celtic, however you want to
Yeah.
describe it, however you want to say it, that kind of style, which I love about Dusk Falls, and I
Hmm.
wish it was on there. Like, I don't understand. Rory has more remixes, I think,
Yeah.
than Fates. I'm just like,
Okay.
not that
Yeah. A
I
Light
just
Storm on the other side, on the Hoshido side, is also really, really good. I know people like oh guys, like I think it's Road Taken. I think it's the
yeah,
one
that one.
people like for Hoshido,
It's
but I'm like, I loved A Light Storm also, and at the very least, they both got amazing remixes in Warriors. I loved both of their remixes.
Yeah, Road Taken is like the face version of Conquest from Awakening because it plays during
Yeah.
maps where it's not part of the main story, but it's like still,
Mhm.
an option to have on there, which I really love.
Yeah.
I love Conquest, like the song.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
gets
yeah, yeah,
confusing.
yeah, the song, the Awakening song. I wanna go back and play Awakening because I've learned more since then about Fire Emblem that, like, I wanna go back and play it again and see if I still dunk on people that I don't like, or maybe I've changed my opinion.
The the one who's married to Long Q
Yes, that's me.
has
I
not played
don't
it
think
again.
I could not marry him though. I Virion was so close, but like I'd feel too guilty. I'm like I can't not.
I'm sure he'll understand.
I guess. Yeah.
You
We
already have like
got
a whole family ready to go and like Fire Emblem
I do.
Warrior Heroes.
I love my awakening family. Please, please, can we have male Morgans tome refine sometime? Please. Please, guys.
Yeah, seriously, these refine waiting for these refinements drives me
It's
crazy. 'Cause
crazy.
there's ones I still want to have that are just not showing up. But what
Yeah.
can you
I
do?
know people have been like begging for like the healers and the dancers, and I'm like, yeah, but my son.
But
Also, like the DC weapons, like the OG, like Ike and Ryoma and Xander's, for example, like with DC built in, like I want to see what else they can do with those.
hmm yeah, like there's so many that they've not been able to get to because they're just like first
Yeah.
generation characters that there's just so many characters. It's just so many.
I know.
I can't believe they add four like every 2 weeks. It's ridiculous.
I know. I can't believe they started doing seasonals already. I mean, this is only a one time so far, but like they hit the seasonals more so than they hit like before they completed the regular pool of refines. I'm
Mm.
like, okay, I guess here we are.
So I'm wondering how this is looking so far with
I
what we're doing. I
really
was just kind of
like it.
rolling
You're
with it
like
while we were chatting.
you're doing really good. I think my only thing is I think Zihark's face looks too pale. Like it's kind of weird. His arms are good, but his face looks pale. But I can't remember if that's just how the game does the lighting originally or not.
I think if I just remove these, oh, there's also that glowing layer. Oh boy.
But like this is really pretty. I really like this.
If it's too pale, I can still actually adjust it myself. So what we can do is take a dark stroke. Is this black? Okay, that's black. Is this a new layer? Get all my layers confused already.
So many layers.
So if I just cover him just a bit with the black and then set that to a soft light, we can just kind of decrease that a bit and make it more his, like more of a skin tone color. So that compared to this one, give a little more life to his face.
Nice.
I don't know
Yeah,
if you're able to see
that's better. He's not as pale.
it.
Hey, Maddox, what's up?
Hey Maddox, how's it going? Thanks for joining, you and everyone else too. It's kind of wild that I get this many viewers for a design stream. I know people
Yeah.
are just out for playing or watching games and such, but I don't know. I'm just trying to find my niche here, I guess. Let's see. Erase this here.
Oh yeah, your dog. Oh, so cute.
Oh man, that's my fear if I have a pet, which I can't have at this place. All the little wires I have all over the place are just
Oh
fodder
no.
to get to be chewed on.
Otter. Help.
Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna move that there again. Um, I'm glad this
It is.
background's okay with you.
Yeah, it looks tight. I really like it. Cause like I think it's still got movement, but it still accents his movement too. Like it doesn't really take like that big circle in the center, like that spotlight's on him. And then
Mm-hmm.
there's the extra like I guess they're shards. I don't know what they really are. Like sticking out from the top and the bottom that just like helps his like the lines of his like his knee and like his left foot. Yeah, his left foot. It goes along his left foot and then it's along the lines of his headband and his sword. I think it looks really cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's some actual like, it's nice when the art has actual movement behind it, and
Yeah.
like I can't really. if I had the right program, I could make something that's like the C4D is what they're called, or fractals, the
Oh,
generated backgrounds and such. But at the moment, it's just me kind of manipulating what I have at my disposal,
yeah.
which, I guess it might not be exactly as creative as they say. But oops,
Mm,
wait, what can I do with this, if anything? It's more of merging things together to make a different effect from what you've already seen.
yeah.
So if I like take this one we were playing with earlier and kind of have it in the background, what does that add to it, if anything? It kind of gives, when you have this here, it kind of gives a bit of an effect coming from this light right here. Like if you can
Yeah, it
see
looks
the
like it.
flame coming from it. But that's if something, that's if you wanted to add something like that. If I maybe use a brush to make it a little more naturally flowing in here.
Yeah, because I think I kind of do like that little, like that spark that you're highlighting. Yeah, like basically right where your clicker is. Like you know where I'm talking about. I think that does kind of look cool. It like it's accenting back there now. It's like it's adding more than just like this is a circle.
Mm-hmm. If I just kind of play with this here so that it kind of flows into it.
Yeah, guys, I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to put it in like the best terms and not sound like an idiot tonight, and hopefully he can translate into like his magic graphic design brain. This is
Sorry about
going
that
to be
there.
a wallpaper for me. This is going to be a lock screen wallpaper.
Sorry, I had to mute. There was like a car just revving the hell out of their engine outside. I was like,
Great.
oh jeez, please stop.
Thanks. Thanks, man.
But no, you have. I think after watching as much designs as I've done, you have a bit of a design sense just from watching these and being familiar with the ones I've been doing.
I try.
So
Yeah,
let's
you're
see.
I am obviously the most familiar with your stuff, but I try.
But yeah, this one's going for um. Oh, you already mentioned her mobile background. I do commissions
Yes.
for mobile backgrounds, for banners, overlays. I've done a couple overlays here and there that we see pretty commonly on the GVG Discord. Rob right next and Azran127. They stream a lot and they always have mine on there, so that's really nice to see.
Yay.
What was I doing? Do I leave this here? Do I move it? Do I nudge it over? Why is this artifact here?
Um 1-2 wants to know what's the strangest commission you got and did you actually do it?
Strangest commission. Um, Gosh, what was it? I think there was one. There's a couple actually, but one of them was like I wonder if I could find it. I don't want to like show it on stream because then the person will be like, "Oh no," but
Oh no.
I'm gonna try and remember what that was. Oh, I have my commission folder, so maybe I just look through that.
So I guess the answer yes, like you did do it.
Yeah, I ended up doing it.
Strange as it is.
As far as what we're talking about here, um, what would be even more funny is that if I even saved it because it was so weird.
What?
I don't know. Have you seen My Hero Academia?
Only like around Twitter pretty much, so like I haven't watched it.
Oh, okay. There's like an image of the main character, right? And
Mhm.
he's like really young. He's like looking at it's towards the beginning of the season when he's looking at a screen and he's like crying because he's not sure if he can be a hero like the one that he sees on the screen. Because
Oh.
a lot of the characters in that story they naturally gain superpowers, right? Known as
Oh.
quirks. But
Okay.
then the main character he doesn't have that. He doesn't start off with a quirk. So at a young age, he found out that he won't be able to be like a hero like he wanted to be his idol, right?
Aw.
So he's looking at the screen and he's crying and he's pointing at it like, "I could be a hero like this too one day, right, mom?" Right?
Oh.
And so
Oh.
like they wanted that screenshot to be the main focus of their banner.
Oh, what?
I think it was like I
Oh my
made
god.
maybe it was their I think it was their username that I was putting in that screen, right?
Oh,
And some of the outside portions, like outside of that, because it was like really long banner because it's for a header. That portion was used for I had to do like kind of like the old Persona 5 Royal backgrounds I did, where
mm.
it's like um many different cut. It looks like a comic book, right? Where there's a
Oh
many
yeah,
different kind of
yeah,
cutscenes.
yeah.
So I was putting different like screenshots that they've done, and it's just, in my opinion, was kind of a mess. And so
Nice.
it was, it
Wow,
was.
that's really funny.
I doubt that they're listening to this or that they ever will. So it's all good. It was just kind of a. I wish I had it on hand. I don't think I have it right now. I also don't want to like
Put him on
embarrass
blast.
them. Maybe I'll show you later if I find it. But
Nice.
yeah, I think I don't have it on here. What did I do with it? Maybe I wasn't on this computer yet.
Where did it go?
It might be on my older computer, my laptop, because I only this computer isn't even a year old yet. It's only like 8 months.
Aw.
Oh,
Yeah, I this is also my favorite color. It's a beautiful combination.
yeah,
That
you
dark
know,
purple is 10 out of 10. That's kind of also why I really liked this alt
it's
for Zihark
it's,
because
it's
like it it's just beautiful. He was the only purple one on the banner. Well, like primarily purple. I'm just like, yes, I love this.
she gives it a 10/10 out of 10/10.
Yep. A 10 out of
Every
10
time I
from
hear 10
10.
out of 10, I just can't help myself.
That's okay. I make the joke too.
But yeah, I've grown to really appreciate purple as I've like done more in design. I don't think it was like this in pink was nah, I'd rather not design with these colors. But as I've
Uh,
gone, as I've done more and seen more of what it does, what I can do with it, it's like, oh yeah, it's always very pleasant to look at.
both of the things I've done, both the things I've asked you to commission for me, or actually all of them, they've either been purple or pink. Because Zelda and this is purple, and Chun-Li is pink.
Yeah,
Banner's pink.
you're now on two different commission streams. How do you feel?
I am honored that you would actually invite me back, that I don't derail things. No, it's really nice. I really do appreciate you having me on to kind of be your buffer, I suppose, and you have me do like live feedback. I really like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's super unique. Like I really don't hear anyone else when it comes to commissioning. Like they have the guest on that they're commissioning for, and like they're giving them feedback right away so that it's done right the first time. And I think that's really smart. So, and I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you. I feel like they should. Like they really should just have um like that kind of feedback. Like I think when I did Cyanize's for his YouTube, he wasn't like I wasn't talking to him at the point, but he was on chat.
Yeah,
Like I didn't
he
have
was in
him.
chat. I remember that.
Oh yeah, yeah, you were there too, huh? You're
Yeah.
just the follower.
hmm
But yeah, that was like it's always nice to have their input as I'm working on it because you never know. It could be just something that
Yeah.
they hate.
hmm
I mean, that's too. But
Okay.
at the same
Now,
time, I do like most of the design, like um on stream, but then a lot of the touch-ups will be like the last 10% of it will be probably off screen because I'm doing like the little tiny touch-ups just to make sure that it
yeah,
looks okay enough.
the artistic tweak. So now you're getting asked, what commission are you most proud of
Most
besides the
proud of.
ones you've done for me?
I
I'm just kidding though.
actually really did like the one I did for Rob because that was the only one I've done a Twitch overlay stream for.
Yeah,
I can that one I can pull up because it's already been on stream before. Let me just
it's been
nudge
here.
Zihark to the side for just a moment.
I was actually gonna say that. If you didn't, I was gonna be like, yeah, that whole Persona 4 overlay, yeah,
Let's see
that's the
here.
best one.
I could just maximize the screen right now just for this one. So yeah, all this checker you see here is where the screen actually goes. So here's the game window right here, and then the chat on the bottom left is the TV screen, which I thought of like at the moment. I was like, oh, dude, it just has to be a TV screen to see Robin for the Persona 4
Yeah.
theme. So we got chat screen, the whole background, just everything. I live for the Persona 4 aesthetic or Persona 5. It's just Persona 5 4 aesthetic itself, using vector art, using those kind of
Yeah.
styles, getting his name to look just like how you would see Persona 4 on the like the title screen itself. Let me see here.
Yeah, you did like everything for him because you did this, a thumbnail, and like a BRB screen also, and the offline screen. So there's a ton that went into this.
Yeah, that was a pretty big. That was probably the one of the bigger ones I've done. But I only had time to do like the like just these two screens. I didn't have enough time to do like the thumbnail on there as well. So we had to have, of course, GA on it. So we'll be right back. And there's another one that says like stream starting.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, that's just my aesthetic pretty much. But okay, 1-2 switch. Thanks for joining. I hope you have a good
thank
day.
you.
Try to keep that energy up during the day. I hope well for you, brother.
Go make that money. Buy that fun stuff.
And you can catch the finished design later on my Twitter. I think I'll post that at some point tomorrow.
Yay!
And yeah, I'll try to do this more often, even if it's just me.
Just chilling.
Let's see here. Okay, we're moving this layer behind. So I remember you mentioned specifically the one I've done for Altina. That bottom portion of her
Me,
design
yes.
has those
Yep.
effects on it. I'm trying to see if I can make something that looks just like that. Um, Not
Pretty
entirely, but
special.
close enough. Oops, what happened here?
The terrible crop I sent you.
Oh
Like, God, I can't. It's
no,
gonna be
that's
so
fine.
bad.
I can totally tell what it is anyway, so it's okay.
Yeah.
This style of the bottom portion you see here is one of my more commonly used ones just because it's so flexible. You can use it for like a variety of different situations, whether it's lighting or like a sort of fire or light effect to it.
Yeah.
I think I used this one for the one you see on Ephraim and Leon's as well.
I think so. Maybe
It's
for
hard to tell because I do so much like editing to the original file that you don't really see it too much.
yeah. Yeah.
But
I
here we
think
have.
I know you're still like tweaking and whatnot. I think I like the part that you added, um, but only on the right side. Like I don't like the part covering his leg,
Hmm.
like the foremost leg. I don't know, like his left leg, his right our left leg,
This
like
portion.
whatever that is over his leg. I don't quite like that covering it, but I like the open space stuff.
You mean this portion over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna keep that one there.
Okay.
Let's see.
Not that I'm trying to be like, God, do better, because obviously no. But
I'm sorry.
before you get like
Yeah,
back in the design groove, I'm like, wait, I need to catch this.
yeah. I'm not gonna. I try not to like, even if it's something that um it's like that, we can just easily take care of it anyways and remove it,
Hmm.
delete it, do a copy of it and do it that version instead. It's thankfully a very flexible style that we can work with.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna adjust the lighting just a bit.
Thankfully, I didn't ask you this time to like do a whole custom brush like I did for Chun-Li. Whoops.
Although the Sakura
The
pedals,
petals.
that wasn't a big deal. It's fun to do the brushing because we don't really get a chance to do that as often. Like most of it is just
Yeah.
what we have on here. And then I have some preset brushes that are already made that are kind of like you apply it this way or adjust them that way. But being able to do it that way is pretty cool too. Just like make your own. It feels more customized. It feels more personal if you do it that way.
Yeah.
Let's see. So that's there. So we have a bit of a glow there. I don't know if this glow agrees with you or not. Just let me know.
The glow on which side?
The one you see on the right side, just
Um,
underneath the raised knee.
yeah, I see some of it. Yeah.
Oops. Now, do we want that larger? I'm going to try and do a sample of this being just a little bit larger. It could be like the effect is happening because of his knee being raised, if you want to line
Just
that
a
up a little bit
flaming
better.
knee.
He's getting
Nice.
becoming Street Fighter over here.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's going to be too distracting or we just like lower the opacity just a little bit. There's like this little portion bothering me down here.
Okay, yeah, that I was gonna say, I'm like, can you get rid of that? Because the rest, I'm like, yeah, this is nice, and then there's just this little spot.
Yeah, this thing kind of get a little out of hand sometimes with its little
Yeah,
styles.
there's so many things.
Oh, it's below it. So I
Yeah,
put it
that's
above.
nice, because then it's like you have the flare on the circle, and then you have more of the flare. I would maybe lower it like just a little, like under his knee, I think. But otherwise, like I like that flare there too.
Hmm. I nudged it just a bit. I don't know if I'm I'm waiting to see if it like shows up on your side, but it's just a little
Oh,
bit
it
lower.
takes. I think that's better. Yeah, that's better. Thank you.
Of course. There's just a little bit when you do that, there's like just a little bit you can see here just kind of still existing that we can erase too. Like the little particle effects, that seems a little more natural, but for the big old shapes that you see sticking out, it's just like, ah, get out.
Yeah, like that's a little much. I noticed like when I'm watching the stream, like the stream on my computer, obviously there's a delay between like you doing something and me seeing it, but then my phone is even more behind. But I'm trying
Oh
to like
no.
see it on the phone for sure because that's like the color to look at. I'm like, oops.
Yeah.
But that's a me thing. That's not a you thing.
Here's the question. So people that know my designs, such as you, they know
Yes.
that I
Yeah.
have a tendency to use a bit of a scan line here and there in the background. My question is if we want to apply that to this to any extent, even if
Ooh, that's
very
tight.
lightly.
That's really tight. I like that. I think that was part of what I liked on Camilla. I think that's what I liked on Brave Camilla's. I'm like, I like this like the purple, but I liked the lines on it too.
Mm-hmm. See, I don't want to like make it super
Yeah,
focused
you
on
don't want to
that,
like too busy.
but also at least have something there. It gives it a little bit of a texture as well. That's just also just the sort of thing that I always do on mine.
Yeah, because it like it breaks him up too. Like it enhances him and like the little drop shadow you did for him. I think that helps enhance it a little.
Oh yeah, I didn't even like I remember I didn't even like console you about the drop shadow. I just kind of did it.
No, I
Just
like
kind of
that.
have
I
it
was
there.
thinking about it actually this morning. I'm like, I wonder if it would be easier to outline him like you did Minerva, but honestly, I think this drop shadow looks way better. And it
Oh,
makes more
okay.
sense that like the ninja should not be just purely outlined like super standing out. I think the shadow is a better.
Hmm. Yeah, it's a matter of shading too. These art, like they don't always adhere to the laws of shading and lighting like as they
Yep.
should. So like you see him here, like the lighting is on his face at this portion,
Yep.
right? And then
Mhm.
and then you have this over here where the lighting is like coming over from the top of his arm
Mhm.
as well. So it's like, is the lighting coming from up here in
Where
the
is it?
top left corner or from the bottom right corner? Because it could be coming from both, to be honest. So that's part
Can
of the
you
reason. What was that?
oh sorry. When you're done. When you're done
Oh
explaining,
no,
sorry.
oh no, that was just part of the reason why I wanted to have this like little bit of a glow in this corner right here. So it seems like there's a
Yeah.
reason why there's a lighting source on his arm.
Oh, I see.
Since we were like, I had thought of that once we were doing the ring around him. I was like, that could probably help explain that portion right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can you
okay.
do that that like huge zoom thing again, but like just on his eye?
On his
I want
eye.
to point something out that I never noticed. So I never knew he had a scar until this alt. I did not
Really?
know he had this. I didn't, and I had to look at his. I was watching Fargast is or Gasts, I think. He did a big support science on Zihark, and he had like other art of him, and I'm like, what is this mark? I had no idea this was the thing, and I looked at him in Fae. I'm like, oh my god, he does have
He
it.
has a scar.
I feel really dumb. So yeah, he's got a scar that I did not know he had.
I think I went a pretty long while not knowing that either, because it was just kind of
Yes.
it just blends in with his design.
Mhm.
Obviously, because
Yeah.
we didn't catch it right away.
Yeah.
Neither of us
Whoops.
did.
Yeah, I felt very dumb looking at it. I'm like, what? What do you mean?
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, carry on. Don't mind me like sidebarring your using your Zoom tool for
Oh
a
no, it's
silly sidebar.
no, that's fine. That's like just me messing around anyways, because I the little tool is just a fun little toy I've discovered how to use on here, because I really need to, like, when I describe something, focus on exactly what I'm talking about.
Mm,
I haven't always been able to do that, because I'm just like, if you look at this portion, if you look at that portion right here, but they don't really, so not everyone can really tell what that is because it's so far away.
yeah.
And especially when it's a vertical based item like this,
Hmm.
it's hard to get people to focus on the portion I'm talking about. I'm just trying to make that effect a little more exaggerated in his arm, but not too much so that it's like, oh, I can't see.
Yeah. Like you just can't find the arm anymore.
I don't know if that's
Is
too
he
bright
has
or if that looks okay.
I think it is a little too bright.
If it's better without it, we can always leave it off.
Yeah, I think like how it was
Oops.
fine. I think.
Oh, okay.
I know, extra tweaking. I get it.
Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. So if I zoom out a bit and we have this here, this is currently what it looks like at the moment. And I noticed that it's harder to see the date because of the white going on the across
Yeah.
the at that portion. So that's why I had the extra like dark layer on it. And just in
Yeah.
case, we can always make that there more exaggerated to like be like a lot more darker, or just like have it not there at all. It really depends.
Uh, I kind of like it on because I like the are there three different like settings for how dark you can go? Because I saw you click through like multiple of them.
Oh, it's a 1 to 100% opacity
Oh.
scale, so it can be like
Oh,
any kind of these.
I see. Okay, I think
So this is 50% right here. Um, assuming that it catches up to it. That's fifty
yeah.
percent at the moment, and then if I just take it off, that's without it at all.
Okay, I think higher than 50. I think a little higher would be good.
So here's 75%.
Uh, Let
Let's
me
see how that
see.
looks.
It's trying to catch up.
That's right.
I think that looks better. Yeah, I think 75 is good.
Okay. So we'll have that
Okay,
there.
you can still see it. Like you can still see the circle, but you can also like still read the words.
Yeah, of course, as you use it in practice, we can always adjust it after the fact, because
Yeah. That was like a
that's
question I had was if like I don't plan on it anytime soon, but if I change phones and I get like a bigger screen, like how much would that throw off everything?
well, that would depend on the size of the phone, on the resolution, but
Okay.
I know for my upgrade, I went from like the iPhone, what was it, like 6, 7S or so, to the whatever version is now, like iPhone 11.
Okay.
Um, and then like it really changes it because the screen gets so much taller.
Yeah, there's no like bevel anymore. Not bevel, but like the white around the top and the bottom is like no more. It's just all screen.
Yeah, it's so weird because the screen isn't a perfect rectangle either. It's like the
I
top portion
know.
is cut a bit for the speaker,
Yeah.
and it's like what the heck? So that I had to compensate for that too, and sometimes I have to compensate that for like doing it other mediums too. Because if you go on Twitter, it'll cut off the top banner of your mobile that in that way. But it doesn't
Oh
apply
yeah.
to everybody. So it's like, what do I leave it? Do
Man,
I deal with it?
pain. Well, we'll get there. If I would be switching phones, I'll try to let you know in advance, like, hey, I still like this, but I'm getting a bigger phone.
Oh yeah, that's no problem. I can go ahead and um readjust that again. It won't be too
Okay.
hard.
Oh, he's so pretty in purple. Oh my god, I love this so much. It's so pretty.
Yeah, I'm always like just a little bit concerned that I'm doing it too simplistic because there's no like special effects going around naturally from his special art. But I think I'm hopefully making do with what's going on up and down here.
Uh, Azran.
Hey,
Hey,
Azran,
Azran. The
we'll be sure to
pilot.
we'll be sure to phone that in
Uh,
whenever you're ready. Just let me know, and we'll go
oh
ahead
my
and
god.
make that change.
Help.
How are you doing, Azran?
And well, obviously it says on screen, but before you read it on screen, do you know who this is, Azran? I don't know your Fire Emblem knowledge. We're not super
Oh
tight,
yeah,
but
it is on screen. It's just like right there. Who is this? Pop quiz.
surprise.
I'm gonna just add this here. Not a large one, but just uh, wait. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Put this away. Oh, it's very subtle.
Oh yeah, it is. Wow, I can barely tell, which is nice. Welcome back, Maddox.
Welcome back.
Which uh which Fire Emblems are they, Azran?
I'm curious which one. I'm always curious which Fire Emblems people have played as like their first one or their only one or just the ones that they've introduced themselves to.
Anything older than FE7, like don't even ask me. What I know comes from Faye, which is very little.
Well, now you're playing Shadows of Valentia, so you have some
I
knowledge.
am. I guess it is.
It does
That was
count.
game two or game three.
The second one, because the first one was Marth, obviously, and then the
Yeah,
third one was back to Marth.
back to
But
Marth.
the second one was Shadows of Valentia. It's a weird
Oh,
game. Fire Emblem
it's
Gaiden is a weird game because like it's like it did a lot of different things as you can probably tell from like free roaming dungeons and
yeah.
such.
Oh, you have played Echoes. Nice. That
Oh,
is what I am currently working through. It's been fun. I
question
I
is
have been enjoying it.
the question is, did you like those games?
Yeah, did you?
Because
I mean, you
Echoes is
did every route, so I feel like you either liked Three Houses or you just wanted to get them all done with and over with.
obligated to play it because now I have it.
Yep.
I have done. I still haven't done just one route in Three Houses because I was like, I need a break.
Oh, really? Wait, you haven't finished any of the routes?
No, there's only one route I haven't finished at this point.
Oh,
I've
I
done like
got
all
you.
the others and the Cinder Shadows as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I took a break between. I don't think I took a break between
Right,
Golden Deer and Blue Lions, but I did take a break between Blue Lions and then the Black Eagle stuff. And think I think I did Cindered Shadows into Silver Snow, I think. Like Cindered Shadows went right into my last one. I just forget if they were all back to back or not.
Oh, I see. Yeah, they kind of blur together for me at this point.
Oh no, I did Cindered Shadows first because I had the wolves for everything I did for Black Eagles. Like that split. I did have them for both of those.
Oh, okay.
I hated echoes. Oh no. Oh, okay. It's sarcasm. Okay, cool. Echoes
That's
has
good to
been
know.
interesting.
Echoes
I
is
I
unique.
haven't really missed like not having axes, honestly. Like maybe because not a lot of my favorites are axe people, but I kind of forgot that's not a thing at this point.
Yeah, what's a what's a weapon triangle?
Yeah, there's some things I like and there's some things I don't. Excuse me. Uh, I don't love that like I can't carry a weapon and a shield. Like it's one or the other. That's kind of annoying. Um, because like some people I would really prefer to have two things, but I can't. Um, I really like the free roaming dungeon stuff though. That's a lot of fun. I think I've had to grind quite a bit, but it's made it less boring instead of just like doing a map over and over and over.
Yeah, I fear a lot of people have mixed opinions on the of those maps in particular. Like they could use it, but they could do without it, and this is just a lot of the purists are just like this isn't it. This isn't
Oh,
Fire Emblem.
oh God.
But you know how these people are.
Yeah. I did get some of the DLC, but not all of it because that costs more than the game, and that's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
that was another thing. Like, really,
Jeez.
you're gonna charge the amount of the game and more for just the DLC?
Yeah.
You're just like,
So
uh
I
oh.
got the final promotion DLC, whatever those are. I'm not
The
there yet, but I'm getting there.
those overclasses.
Yeah, I got those, and I got the paralogs, the deliverance paralogs. I think that's it. I think those are the only ones I got because I'm like, I don't care. No offense to the cipher people, I really didn't care to have them, and I'm like, I don't want to like use them and rely on them. Like, I'd rather just use the people that are already given to me in the game and play the
Yeah,
game.
I was the same way. I didn't even get their DLC at all.
Yeah, and then some of the other stuff, I'm like, no, I don't really need that. But
It is cool that they're there, like for people
yeah,
that are into Cypher, because we don't even we don't even have that
yeah,
in the states. So it's like, well, I don't
that
know these
never will.
characters in the first place in their context. So it'd be cool if there was a DLC in the future that had like um OCs from Heroes in there, though.
Yes. Oh my God, please.
That'd be really cool. If they do another Fire Emblem game, they could just integrate that somehow.
Hmm. They could do another Warriors game and have them.
Yeah, just do Fire Emblem
All of
Heroes
them.
Warriors.
Hmm.
I kind of changed up the tint of the purple, so I don't know if that's going to be something you enjoy or if I'm
Let's
straying
see.
from the path.
Of
There's
Radiance.
there's a
Ah,
lot of
I had to. um, let's see.
I'm clicking on
How
these here and
much
there.
tint did you do? Like, is there a way to tell like with and without?
So this is what I've been. Well, this is what I have right now, and then if I
Mhm.
take that off, it's more or less like this kind of purple instead. So it would just take a moment for it to show up on your screen.
Let's see. Uh, I'm waiting for like the one thing to catch needs to really catch up. Um, okay, I think having that on is better. Like keeping that filter on, because like I looked at it again, I'm like, wow, it's really purple. But then if you like, it's kind of glaringly purple on the sides. But then if you turn that on, it's like, okay, better. Like we're a little
Yeah,
chill now.
I'm
We've
like
backed off.
trying. I'm like trying to recall. I'm looking at a reference, recalling his like actual original outfit, purple, that kind of lavender look to it
Oh yeah,
instead, to make sure it's that he still stands out. You know, like whether it's
yeah.
darker on the light background or lighter on the dark background. Um, and then there was this layer. So okay, let me see here. Hold on. So I just closed on another like overlay layer where it plays with the contrast of it a bit. So this is
Okay.
without it at the moment, and then if I click on this again, it'll be with it, which is it's actually not too much of a big difference. So I don't know if that's gonna even matter, but
Um, yeah, you can keep that on too. I think that's fine. That there really was not much of a difference.
yeah, that was me and poking around with the very fine tune
Mm,
portions at this point.
just tweaking. Azran.
Zihark,
Puns.
back
God,
to the original appearance.
you're so good at this. Like, man, I mean, I think I am funny, but like you're really good at those puns. Like
That's
you
up
can
for
pun
opinion.
anything.
Yeah, I thought I was okay with puns, but I'm just not at certain levels. I think it's just like all things. I'm good at them, and I'm just okay at it. Like Smash Brothers, like
No.
design,
Look,
like
no, you stop
art.
that. You are exceptional at Smash. Oh my gosh. And there are people in here that will vouch for that. There are plenty of people that will be like, yeah, he's awesome.
There was someone in the Discord, I think, when we were first talking about the there was someone who was saying like, are if they're betting on Kristen winning all the matches right now?
Oh yeah, Seraphim. Oh yeah, probably Seraphim.
Oh, okay. And then you said no, it was
Like, no.
me instead. And then they're like in this menacing way saying, "Oh, so they're a dark horse, I see." I was like, "What do you mean?"
Oh. Oh, no, 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 no. Seraphim is like super chill.
I guess they
He's
play.
always got like jokes and stuff.
I see. I guess we'll have to play Smash again sometime and just settle it in Smash.
Yeah. He's like, I know he's in the UK, so like it's always like super late for him.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know if he hangs out in voice with us a lot, but he hangs out around the Discord a lot. We some of us berate him for what is your sleep schedule, friend?
Oh, yeah. I get that a lot
Yep, from me.
from from people here in chat. I need like a capture card. If I could do that, maybe I could actually stream games. I could stream some games. Like I have just some that are on here that I bought.
Hmm.
Some from Steam, some from oh, I did have Xbox Live for a while. I don't think I have it anymore.
Oh yeah. Oops. Man, he looks so cool. This is so cool. I love this.
So it's really up to you at this point. It's like how close are we to having this more or less finished?
I
Cuz I want to
think
know.
it's pretty good, honestly. Can I see it again with the time at the top?
Oh yeah, just a moment. Let me just make sure he's a bit sharpened up for. Okay, so here's putting the overlay on just right now. Zooming out a bit. I wish I had a little bit bigger of a screen so I could properly have this showing. Okay,
Yeah.
that should be a little better.
Oh, look at him. There he is. Oh my gosh. I'm pretty happy with this. Honestly, I don't know what other like tweak need to do. I think it looks great. Is the that gradient thing is still on the top, right? To like darken the circle at the top. Is it a gradient thing? I don't remember. I think you
Oh,
put it to like
that.
75%.
Oops. That is. Oh no. Where's the layer? Right
Too many
here.
layers.
So this is. So I just turned it off right now, and then you can see what it
Oh,
looks like with
okay.
it off.
Yeah,
And
no,
then
it needs to be on. I see.
we'll
Okay.
just
I couldn't remember.
we'll just put it back on.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, that's a little trick I've been trying to do with commissions right now. Is just if they have something that's on their screen that's overlaid, if I can help it, I can like the one I did with Pyramithra the other day that I
Yeah,
posted for that commission. I did the same thing with that one so that they can
nice.
better see their screen because sometimes the iPhone doesn't really compensate for that very well.
Yeah, and
And
like it'll do this darkening thing. Like I seem to notice it more Like it'll sometimes darken it itself, but then sometimes it won't, and I'm like, "Stop. Just be the color I want you to be. Just be the original color. I like the original color." Sometimes I gotta yell at the phone.
Yeah, that's me with my computer. Just me yelling at it. That's the usual occurrence with what's going on here, especially when I'm doing something like this and it just doesn't want to listen.
Yeah. Hi,
Let's see here.
Neon. Hey, we were talking
Hey,
about you,
Neon.
but in a good way, don't worry.
Yeah, how's it
I
going?
uh I, I brought up the silhouette. Nothing like we're not dunking on you.
Being very defensive about that. We're not
I
talking
know,
about
I
it.
know. Well, it's like, oh, what did you say? Like, what are you roasting me for? Like, I'm not. It was just the silhouette
Let's
thing
see. This is
for this
full
banner.
screen. Oops. Okay, let me re-figure out where all this layers are. I think that was the last portion I didn't ask you about was this the glow on the sides. So like this is with a bit of a lighting effect on the sides right now. Like if I have it
Okay.
on at the moment. Oh, or overall, I guess we'll have to wait for just like 10
Oh,
seconds
I
until it
see.
shows up for you. So pretty much what you've seen so far was how was with the glow on the sides, and then if I remove them, I think it gives a little bit more of a vibrancy to the sides, but also it's like, do people want to have that kind of lighting effect on it?
Oh, oh man.
Another thing I would do, not to keep on giving you things to study and comment on. Let's see. Lighting is just something I'm try to be very careful about on here.
Yeah,
What's
especially
that?
because you're like you have
Oops.
different lighting in the background and like the lighting of him itself, because you said it's like from the front, but also
Hmm.
from the top because we don't know what color his face is.
Okay, yeah. I always do this, as you just saw on there. I always have this kind of like basic effect for lighting, and that's his face. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Uh,
Oh, that's over there. So this kind of gradient from light to dark is just kind of a pretty quick way to do a basic lighting effect. So if you set that to soft light, you can get the image that you see here right now instead. And this is with the effect on it. If we take it off, it might leave the um, brightness a little bit different. So if I actually
oh
need to
yeah,
put
I
this
do see that.
underneath that shadow. Okay, so now it's underneath this shadow here. It's a little bit hard to keep track of if I don't have you looking at it like at the same time.
Yeah.
It's just
Oh man,
the delay on
I
stream
think
is
I
kind of hard.
like the glow on the sides. I like that off. I think it's
Oh,
too much to have that,
okay.
but
Oops.
yeah. So I think that's good.
This can just go.
Um,
I'll just hide it for now.
can I see the like top light, the thing you just did, the
Mhm.
top light, bottom light thing? Can I see that again, please?
Okay, it's currently on right now, so I'm just take it off again, and then you can see what it looks
Okay.
like. So if I click it, you're about to see it with it just off.
Okay.
It's this layer right here, this little gradient you
I
see
think
with
I
it.
like it off. I think off is better.
Oh, okay.
I made you do something extra and then I don't even want it. Sorry.
Well, that's all part of the process. Let me remove that again. Okay, so yeah, I've been like experimenting with a couple
Now I
different
want to see it.
ideas. I've been doing like a couple different experimenting ideas, and I think that they're not really needed. So I think it's more or less towards the side of being done since we're not going to apply those portions
Yeah,
there.
I think this is great. I love it.
Then I noticed things like you see right here. Hang on, along this edge, there's like that white border that you can kind of see. I'm
Hmm.
just scrolling on it right now. There's a very faint
Oh
like
yeah.
white border going on this side.
Yeah.
It's always these little things, and just like I gotta take care of it.
gotta deal with it.
I gotta get it out of here because it looks like if it's not, it's like with art, like any kind of art. If it's not done intentionally, it looks like a mistake. You know, if it's
Yeah,
very subtle. So that portion, oh, this is close enough to the halo here that I don't need to adjust it, so it's kind of
yeah.
already hiding.
Oh, he's so pretty. I love this. I was gonna say, I'm like, I know Neon knows who this is. He saw like every merge.
Oh
Like
yeah,
he knows who this is.
oh yeah, my Fire Emblem crew.
Hmm.
I'm gonna
I'm
remove
hoping
this.
for those Tellius remakes sometime, please, sometime.
Oh please, I'm just like waiting for what I don't know what they're gonna make next for like an Echoes kind of deal,
Yeah,
whether it's Genealogy of the Holy War, whether it's Path of Radiance or Roy's game, who knows? It could be any of them really.
yeah, yeah. I think people were saying genealogy would
Here we go.
probably be next. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, if we're going in order, yes, I think they're next, right? Because Marth Games already got the remix.
Yeah, on the DS they have the remakes already, so the fourth game does not have that.
Yeah,
And heck, we got Mart's original NES version too, so it's like
yeah,
we're he's good. Everyone knows who he
yeah.
is
He's
now.
done. He's good. I wish, man. I know that all the games have a different style, but is it Hidari that did Echoes? Like whoever
I
drew
think
everyone
so.
for Echoes, if they do like everyone, oh my God, they are beautiful. That's something I had always told people. Like I haven't played Echoes yet. Well, I have
Hmm.
now, obviously, but like before I was playing it, I'm like, I will admit this is the most beautiful character design. Like it's up there with um Kita's and Wada's for those two. Like I love the Echoes characters designs. Everyone is so soft and so pretty. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, I love the just the art strokes that they have in that. It's kind of
Yeah.
pastel, but not really. It's hard to
Hmm.
describe it, but it's so unique and distinctive. I really like their style of art.
It's incredible to look at. Like I saw someone post a comparison of like this is what everyone looked like in Gaiden, or this was like a few people in Gaiden, and this is what they look like in Echoes. I'm like, they look totally different, but they look so much better.
Yeah, and as far as doing like any kind of echoes, or even just as Neon says, the original, like giving it the FE1 treatment, like they could just translate
Yeah.
genealogy of the Holy War because now everyone has like an official name almost, an
Yeah,
official
pretty
translated
much.
name, and even if they wanted to do the actual like the full remake, they have many voice actors that are
Yeah.
um assigned to them at this point. Same thing with Path of Radiance, more so for that series because there's more characters and
Hmm.
heroes. Like almost the whole cast has an official voice now.
Yeah.
And
I
I
will
really
say, who
oh, go
does
ahead.
Zihark? I think it's Zeno Robbins.
Zeno
Whoever
Robinson.
voices Zihark, perfection. Please reprise him in some future role. I love his voice too. It's perfect.
Oh yeah, Zeno Robinson does really good voice work. Very nice. I did I I I have Resplendent Alencia and she changed her voice. She has a
I
different voice
know.
actress now. And I think I
I
like
got
her.
her too.
I think I think I like her voice better as this Silencia fits more for her.
I think so too. I remember I read it was because like whoever her original was, like she was out of town at the time. It's not like they didn't like her. She just was out of
Ah,
town and she
I
couldn't do
see.
it. But I'm like, what? This is really good too.
Oh man. Yeah, it's hard to be like we
Another,
wish we had you, but sorry.
yeah, another Telly's person to change because Resplendent Sanaki also changed voices and got way better.
Oh, I didn't I don't think I knew that. I have to look that up.
It is all of Resplendent Sanaki is an improvement. The outfit's an improvement. The voice was an improvement. Could they do a siren? Yeah, that's what they said. I don't know. Maybe they just liked the new voice better enough
Hmm.
to go with it. Yeah, I don't know why they couldn't just wait. They couldn't just wait for it or just like keep her original lines for now.
Yeah, that's I don't know. It's however they want to do it. I guess it's different because it was in a different language altogether.
Yeah.
Who knows? I don't think they've ever actually replaced an entire voice, except, wait, I don't know
Um,
if Male Byleth was out at the time with the original voice or not yet.
oh,
I
was
know
he?
he was
I know in
replacing here.
Three Houses he was. I think he might have been in Faye. They had to like patch in
Uh
um
huh.
oh
Oh,
my God,
okay.
Zach's voice. Like what's his name?
Zach Aguilar.
Yeah, I think they did have to patch in his voice. Um, who else changed? I swear someone changed. Oh, Mia changed voices
Oh
for
yeah,
her
on the swimsuit one, she sounds
harmonic.
different.
I do think it's an improvement. Oof, I
Yeah,
know it's her like OG voice actress who's doing her other ones, and I'm like, this is not that great. I don't like this. This is not how I picture Mia.
I know. Like I really, I think Lani Manila does a lot of great voice work. Like she has a crazy range. Like
Mhm.
she does Lucas in Smash Brothers. Um,
Oh wow.
yeah, same character, same person does Lucas in Smash Brothers. It's been Lucas's voice since Brawl,
Oh
but
my God.
like, I guess I'm not sure if that was just the one for Mia. Like the one that's in her alt with Lucina. That one like sounds more like the Mia. I guess I would imagine.
Yeah,
Now we're talking about voices, and no one can like. There's like no way to listen to them for
I can
reference.
hear it. Ooh. Does she do Ness? I don't know. I don't play either of them.
I don't know
Oops.
about Ness. I'm not sure actually. Huh. It's like it's weird because Ness has had like a different voice in every single Smash Brothers game. Like some of them they reuse, like they
Oh,
just use the same from like Mario's still the same from Brawl or such, but Ness has been different in every single one. Same with Kirby. The Kirby has to be different because they keep adding more like
they
hats
keep.
for
There's more
Kirby to wear,
people.
more hair to wear, more hairdos.
Oh man, I love Pyramithra Kirby. Oh, so cute.
Just the hair. Hello there, Stardock Rocky.
Hello.
Um, we are approaching the end of the stream, unfortunately, because we've been going for almost 2 hours now for just this one
Yeah,
design. I think we're more or less completed with this design. Would you say?
I think so. Yeah, unless you're gonna go in and like minutely tweak things. Like, there's nothing else major that I'd be like, yeah, please change this.
Yeah, I might. I think there's just a little bit I would do here and there, but more or less, I can have this ready for like I can send it to you later this evening, and then
Yay!
I'll probably
Oh
post it onto
goodness.
Twitter tomorrow morning. I always have my set time that post my little my things because I need
Oh.
to. I'm always asleep when the posts go up,
Oh,
just so
I see. So smart.
there's like a nice little like sweet spot for when most people are checking their Twitters towards like the
What
morning, early
what
afternoon.
time is that? Because I need to know that for my like YouTube stuff.
I'm gonna ask my friend again for the specific ones, but I know it's like around 8, 9, or 10 for like Pacific time because then it's like people are in the morning or people are taking their like lunch breaks in the East Coast, that sort of
Oh,
thing,
okay.
and they're checking their phone. So then it's kind of that kind of deal.
I
I'll check.
see.
I'll check specific times. I'll let you know.
Thank you. Yeah, I my day posting, I try to post them like the day after the season ends. So like I'm inconsistent with my days, but I'm pretty consistent with my time of day.
Yeah,
So not that I'm
that
trying
throws
to
me off
be
too.
like a big aspiring YouTuber or anything, but like I like people to see it. I worked hard on it.
Yeah, anything that you make, I try to take a look at it just to see like what people are doing for the people that I know. Just I don't want to like make it seem like I'm just ignoring my friends that are also doing creative stuff too, and they're taking the time to look at mine or watch streams like this.
Yeah, it's
Um,
dueling. So if you don't get Yu-Gi-Oh, like I can totally understand not getting it. But I try my best.
let's see. Before I leave, I'm gonna do just showing the last thing I worked on recently that I haven't posted yet.
Is it
Um,
resplendent?
it's not,
Oh,
but soon. I think Azure is the next Ursuline one I have to do.
oh, I
I'll
think
probably start
so.
on that soon because I'm trying to go in order more or less, except for like Ike because I did Brave Ike first, and now I'm just trying to catch up. I need to do them faster because I need to keep up with the ones that they're actually releasing.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's so many. Who's next? Oh, Reinhardt's next, right?
Yeah, he's not gonna have tiny hands anymore. No one can make fun of him. Goodness, where did I
New
post
one in
these?
4 days. Yeah, that's Reinhardt's, I think. I kind of liked when they were showing, or at least saying, who was next, like before the Fay Pass was coming out. Like if they do it like a few days ahead of when it would come out. Oh yeah, Minerva. Duh. Wow, I'm dumb.
Well, no, this is the one that I did the other day. I actually kind of I was really a fan of just the way I did it instead of like the usual the slant going down the bottom and
Yeah.
then the one up here in the corner. But then I'm also trying to do the other white wings as well.
Oh yeah, ladies.
So I have one right here,
Oh, there she is.
same
Coffee
style.
Emblem will be so happy.
Oh, I know. This is for Coffee Emblem right here.
Girl.
But I'm gonna do the others as well and have them posted. Maybe I guess. Well, I guess I'll have them posted maybe around Easter time.
Yeah, nice.
When is Easter? Do I even know?
Easter
I
is
lost track of all
April
sense of time.
4th.
Oops, where's my? Yeah, I guess so. I've lost all sense of time of day.
That's understandable.
Oh, is that like another week from now? Okay, I guess I have time for this. I don't
Yeah.
have to rush right away. I'm still gonna probably tweak Paula here, and then we'll do the other White Wings as well.
hmm I guess of the four ladies, which one do you like the best art-wise?
Art wise,
hmm
um, I think I would just say Minerva's.
Yeah, same.
She looks
I love.
so confident in hers. Like you,
Yeah.
you think she would be the type to be like, "No, I don't have time for this. I'd be embarrassed to be in this outfit," but she just like rocks it the whole way.
Yeah, I really love hers. I love the colors. She looks so good. I like that for her they did a top hat and
Yeah,
not like just the bunny ear headband or whatever. Like she looks great. I love that one.
she's got this energy to her. Also, because I always use the mini Minerva on my team too, so it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I've grown more accustomed to seeing Minerva here on my teams and such.
With her art is like her default. Her hair's like just blowing in her face or something. I'm like, why is it doing this? It's like, oh, that's my only complaint. Like here in the special and the attack art, I'm like, yes, perfect. But I don't know, just like her default standing there, it's like the wind is blowing, but nothing else is. Like just her hair is blowing, and that's it.
Yeah, that's such a a Fire Emblem thing at this point with their art, just
Yep.
having these slight inconsistencies, but we look past it because we enjoy the characters.
Yep. Yes. Yes.
But yeah, I guess that's a wrap for this one. We've already have I'm gonna put these away now. If you want to see those completed versions and along with the other White Wings, you can also follow me on Twitter. You can see the at
Yeah.
on the bottom of our banner now. I just have this of them. Well, up right here, right above the chat window, which is also a new addition for this stream overlay. I hope that's been working out. So I really want to give more emphasis to showing the actual design on stream. So that's something we've been trying to work with better. I think it's worked out. I also have my Lucina in the corner.
I was gonna say, I'm like, you gotta have that Lucina though. She must be
just
present always.
just out of the way, hopefully not causing too much of a distraction. But
Chilling,
my
observing.
old my other design stream has Lucina as well, so I just wanted to keep her on here just to reference that she is best girl.
Well, no, I'm just kidding.
No, I know. That's a whole other argument. But yeah, is there any place and location on the internets that we can catch you?
Find me. Oh boy. So I am on Twitter. I am at KK is tweeting. It's really simple. um, I'm also on YouTube where I post monthly Duel Links videos of how I perform in ranked duels. That is Kristenten 2025, though. And most recently, I just had a video out for the Turbo Duel Grand Prix. So if you want to see me flex one of my favorite decks, you can be on the lookout for that. And then in about a week and a half will be my March wrap up video. So be on the lookout for that too. Otherwise, that's pretty much it. I mean, Twitter and or YouTube are the most common places to find me, or on Discord, which is the same. It's also Chris1010 2025.
Yeah, I'll be sure to keep up with those too, because it's always
Yay.
fun to see you guys doing your own stuff, own streams, own videos. It's always great to see. But yeah,
Memeing it up.
thanks for joining me on here too.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. Zihark looks fantastic. Thank you for doing this commission. I love it. I love it.
Well, thank you for the support and for anyone else that's watching too. But yeah, that'll be all for today. We'll be heading out right now, and yeah, just keep on being creative because there's a lot of stuff that we could be doing right now that we can't because we're stuck at home. So this is something like streaming. I don't think would have happened if I wasn't home as much as I am right now.
Yeah.
So, man, it's really just it's fun to see what people have been doing more often now that they've had more time, whether they are working now or not. It's
Yeah.
it's crazy different now. But yeah, that's all for now, and I will see you guys later. All right, bye bye,
Bye.
bye. Woo!